Hello, everybody, and welcome to Freedom Friday. And I thought we'd have coffee and cards. It's already been a long morning for me. I'm sure it's for everybody else, and it's the afternoon now, so I had a minute. And I thought we'd get into it. There is so much going on in the outside world, and we are only in the 12th of the month. We're just in the beginning of the month. So much. I just seen something today that I haven't watched the whole thing, but they're going after the judges and the police and all that for stealing all our money. Yeah, because they're all corporations. Yeah, this is great. I can't wait. We've got some great cards today, and things are happening. We just need to hold the line and work on ourselves and work and help people around us to see what's going on. I had a really wonderful conversation with a beautiful lady yesterday, and me and her kind of opened other's eyes to a few things. It's really nice to be able to talk to somebody that understands you in your spiritual realm of understanding, because things just kind of line up, and it was wonderful, the conversation. We haven't talked in a while. So it made me feel good that we opened each other's eyes to some things we were feeling and some things that are going on in our visions. So the first card that we got was the Destiny card. It's a number 16, which goes down to a 7. And what's interesting about this card is I don't think we got it today, but when I woke up from the other night when I did cards and I was shuffling them, one must have flew out on the floor that I didn't notice. My husband found it the next morning and had it sitting on my desk, and it was the Destiny card. It was the Tarot Destiny. So I thought to myself, that was good because that Destiny card would have fit in with that reading too. So we still got the Destiny card again though. And let me get my glasses on so I could actually see to read. I used to have 20/20 vision, and now I have my father's vision where you have to hold things out like this to see them. My mother's the opposite. She has to go like this. This is blurry to me. So, okay, we got the Destiny card. The Destiny represents the eighth reason for being. To embrace your destiny is twofolds. You have a universal destiny and a personal destiny. Your universal destiny is to become whole and connected, to find your center, to overcome all that destroys your peace, to face your fears, let go of hurts, and love yourself and your life with unreservable delight. That is a good message because not enough of us love ourselves. We try to love everybody around us, and when it doesn't work, you know why it doesn't work? Because we didn't love ourselves first. And I know when people say, "Well, I love myself," that's not the ego love. That is the I love myself enough to not put up with your crap because I love myself. Yeah, we shouldn't have to put up with anybody's stuff. Yet we do. Why, I don't know, but if it wrecks your peace, walk away, rethink about it. You also have a personal destiny, and a destiny involves seeking and following your bliss. Your destiny is to find and lead a life that has meaning and purpose, but your destiny is not going to be found out there in the world. You must step inside and explore your heart and mind. Your destiny is not predetermined, it is a choice you will make based on your inherited gifts and talents. To meet your destiny, you must first discover and recognize what those gifts and talents are, and then work to use them for the benefit of self and others. To know you have a destiny or multiple destinies can give a sense of purpose and confidence. It can bring you joy, peace, and fulfillment. However, your journey toward meeting your destiny can be full of obstacles and trials. Like the quest of the old, this is your quest, but instead of seeking an intangible holy grail, you move towards something tangible and real. There are activities and interests that inspire your passion and love that make you feel complete and imbue you with a sense of rightness. It is these things that you are destined to do. It could be gardening, it could be painting, it could be fixing broken things and repurposing them. It could be healing, it could be protection, it could be anything. But the key to recognize it is how it makes you feel and what you are willing to do in order to make it a key part of your life. You are never too old or too young to seek your divine purpose. Yeah. That's a great card because we all have a divine purpose. I see so many of us, and I'm the same way. It's like, what's my purpose? What am I supposed to do? Okay, I'm interested in this, I'm interested in this, I'm interested in this, but it doesn't fulfill me. What I'm doing right now fulfills me. For you, it might not be channeling messages. I do write too. I do a lot of writing. I take a lot of pictures. I love photography. So there is things that anyone can get into um, and fulfill what they're supposed to do. It might be oh yeah, we did get that. Never mind. We did get that card. Okay. I thought we did. Um, oh, there it is. It's behind it. We got with that card, we got the strength card, which is the 11, the master number. We've been getting a lot of master numbers lately, which tells me that doubles it. I mean, that intensifies it. Stand firm, be calm, and take the higher moral grounds. This situation is a test of your character, and you are resilient and patient enough to withstand ongoing challenges without panicking or compromising that doesn't feel right. We're all going through these things right now where we have to realize we have trigger moments and we have to control those trigger moments. We all have them. We all have to work on them. And everybody has different trigger moments. So what right now is happening in my world is I'm seeing something different than what my husband's seeing. He's feeling something completely different about a situation that I'm feeling. So you have to just go off and think about it and not overthink about it, but think why you're being triggered by it. And it's something within you that is being triggered. So you have to work on that. We got the Two of Fire, and it's an alignment, aligning yourself with another, a power sharing situation, which we all are doing kind of right now. We're all aligning together to try to get balanced and see where we're going. What one person might say, another person might say it a little different, and it might connect with you. I found that that happens with me too. I'll hear it from one person. I didn't connect. I hear it from another person, and I completely get it. This is an ambition control, someone who will help you overcome things. When it appears, can symbolize a struggle for control and power. Right now, we have that going on in this world. I think a lot of these cards that we are getting are telling us what is going on right now around us in this world. And we do have a power struggle going on. Perhaps there is currently an unequal exchange of energies where one is vying to be the boss instead of an equal partner. If so, this is an imbalance that needs to be addressed, or all of your hard work may prove to have been for naught. Take a look. Are you doing all the work while your partner is sitting back and reaping the rewards? If so, ask yourself how much you wish to be in charge and take the reins of control. Is there a genuine need because one or both of you have strayed from the path you both agreed upon, or is the desire for control purely ego driven? In any case, it is now time to sit down and address any inequalities within the partnership and determine whether you both will still share the same goals and ambitions. I'm thinking that is talking about the world around us and not so much the people in our lives. Now, it might ring with some people in their lives that they have that partner that is not doing what you're doing. But everybody has their different things. What one person might want to work a lot, the other person might do the phone calls, use their mind, do the grocery shopping. The other person wants to just do labor. there's all kinds of different things that are going on in a situation. With that card, we got the 6, the Lovers, and its choice. Make your choice based on your long-term future rather than short-term gains. In love, wait for the right person rather than distract yourself with flirtations. I always say this, if I could go back and know what I know now, I would have never got married right away. I would have never dated right away. I would have worked on myself. I would have uh, got to love myself first, because once you love yourself, you'll find that perfect partner. You won't you won't settle for second best because you love yourself so much. You respect yourself. And I agree with that. Now, the other card we got was the abundance card at number 15, which is a 6. The abundance card is an infinite supply. However, when the abundance card appears, it signifies a need to address past issues that may prevent you from embracing an abundance mindset. Ask yourself if you were taught to be frugal, to hoard, and to save for a rainy day. If so, do you still do so in the present, even though there is no real necessity? While saving for a purpose is one thing, saving for no purpose is another, and might reveal an issue from the past that is blocking abundance. You know what's interesting about that? I came from a rich family, and my husband came from probably a middle class with, 5 kids, but he had 3 kids in my family, and they struggled. Um, he loves to spend money on himself. I'm very frugal. So it's interesting that I came from a rich family, and I don't feel it's rich, but somebody else pointed out it wasn't middle class, it was rich. But I feel it was higher middle class. Let's just put it that way, because we didn't have a mansion on the hill. So it wasn't like that. It wasn't that rich. It wasn't like Hollywood rich. It was like middle class, higher up a little bit. And my husband was like middle class, lower. So I guess it's a level down. Um, but there was 5 kids there, 3 kids with my family, and we didn't fight for things, which they did. The money wasn't there to, but he loves to spend money, and I'm very frugal. I don't want to spend any money. I want to just pay bills and be happy. So yeah, it's interesting how that scenario, it didn't my mom was kind of frugal too, to an extent. I mean, she couponed and green stamped and, things like that, even though we did have money. I don't know if she couponed, but I know she green stamped and things like that. I don't know. She didn't go to Goodwills and Salvation Armies and things like that for clothes. So she donated, I just, it was a different lifestyle, I guess. Um, However, let's see. While saving for the purpose of one thing, for no purpose is another and might reveal any issues. The easy way to prevent the flow of abundance is to believe that it will run out. Therefore, be generous, be giving, be open to receiving. Have faith that there is always more than what you need. The key to increasing abundance is to focus and active trust, inaction, and worry over what the future may or may not bring will only restrict the flow. Your rainy days is today. Go and enjoy yourself. Yeah, that's a really good thought. I mean, I guess being frugal isn't that good. Uh, so I don't know. I've always just don't like I don't like a lot of things. I just don't like a lot of tchotchkes. I call knickknacks tchotchkes. I just don't like a lot of that. Oh, so you figured out how to get in, buddy. Huh. We keep the door cracked open and the dogs can use their nose and go in and out. Well, our youngest one, Ziggy, the biggest one, can't figure, he can push it open and go out, but he can't open it with his, we call his nose the beep beep. He can't open it really good with his beep beep unless it's cracked a little bit and the wind blows it. So he was out there kind of barking because he wanted in. I figured little sister would go over, nudge it, and open the door, and she didn't. He finally got in. He must have worked on it and knew he could, get it with his nose and did it anyway. Yeah, you big faker. With the abundance card, we got the Ace of Cups. We got love. And we don't get this card a lot. And I love this card. Open your heart and trust. You need not be overwhelmed by emotion. Just be open to what comes to you. Yeah, I think we all have to learn how to go with the flow. I guess I have to release a little bit of my frugal, and my husband has to release a little bit of his spending so much on himself and things like that. But, I forgot I got this, but we did get the Wheel of Fortune, Destiny. This is the card that flew out yesterday, and it must have been on the floor, and my husband found it. And what's interesting about this card is the first card we got was Destiny. And it also has, what's interesting, it also has the golden egg. And I didn't notice that. I was thinking, I was looking at this with the energy below it, glowing in this portal, with the golden egg, with the snake. Wait a minute. Is that a snake? That's not a snake. It looks like a snake. It is wrapped in cloth with a little, like pin or something, like a jewel holding it together. Never noticed that. And it's like the golden egg is right there waiting for us. And you know what's interesting about that? I never noticed that. We've had 3 golden eggs in cards in the last couple days. That's the divine. And all I keep getting is the gold and silver is mine, saith the Lord. Because we've been using Federal Reserve notes, which are just paper printed out, and it's not even worth anything. But because they took the gold away from us, and the silver is just stagnant because they're keeping all that suppressed because of the paper notes. I seen in a dream about a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, I have it in my dream journal, where everybody was celebrating. It was like everybody opened their doors and they were all out celebrating, and gold was flowing from the sky. Like it was New Year's Eve, but it wasn't. It wasn't New Year's Eve, but it looked like everybody, there was gold, just flakes of it everywhere, and everybody was celebrating and joyous. And this card reminds me of that because we do have a destiny. We agreed to all this. We road mapped it with the divine. We know that we were here for this reason, and we have never, think about it. A lot of us are in our 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, even 70s. 80s. We have never went through this. It's every 100 years we go through some kind of a revival reset. And right now it's our time to shine. We are in the revival reset. This is when we are going to go into the 1,000 years of peace. We've already had the 1,000 years of destruction. And for us getting both destinies, one in the beginning with the golden egg and one at the end with the vortex of manifestation going around with the sun. That reminds me, and the love right in between with abundance, and with the choices, with the fire, and stability with the strength. We've got this. This time, we've got this. We didn't have it other times. We had to rebuild the technology that is going to come out. We are going to get. I don't think we got it last time. The last 100 years was destruction and poverty and chaos. The next 100 years is going to be golden and beautiful. Now, that was the dreams of Gaia and the Oceanic Tarot. Those are what I just read. This is my favorite. I love the dreams of Gaia because I like anything that has a picture that tells a story, because a card can just come out and it can say something, but I love when they tell a story like this one. And this, okay, this one, we've got this before. This is a 16. We got a 16 last time. Yeah, we did. We got this is a 7. Now, this transforms your life. This is transformation. And if you look at his cauldron, he's got gold flakes. And I just mentioned gold flakes, and I never really thought about that in this card. He's got gold flakes he's putting into that cauldron. Looks like it. Golden something. The cauldron of Curdwen symbolizes transformation and rebirth, as well as the components of Awen. Inspired creativity and wisdom, it beckons you to dive in and soak up the magic of change. I love that. That is great. Okay. Oh boy, this is small. Here we go. Okay. This is telling about Welsh in origin. Awen has been described as the flowing spirit and poetic inspiration of the bards, and the energy that flows when we create art, tell a story, divine from the symbol of the nature, or reason out philosophies. It's the knowing, sensing, and feeling of wisdom, and the spirit of Gurdrai. The symbol of Awen is thought to have been invented by Lolo Margwan, an 18th century Welsh and antiquarian poet and literally forger, who reinvented Druidism for a new age in an effort to reclaim and protect Welsh culture. It has been adopted by many Druids and has power today because it has been imbued with meaning by those who used it. The symbol of Awen is made up of 3 rays of the sun, the left being the female force of nature, the right being male, and the center one, the balance of the 2. The balance of the 2. The choice came with that. So he's balancing out the 2. We got the 2. Okay, let's see. Let me find out where I was. They are topped by 3 dots, the points of light, from which the sun rays emanate. According to the order of bards, ovates, and druids, these dots represent the 3 aspects of deity and the triad of sunrise. The 3 points where the sun rises on the solstice and equinoxes. Others believe the 3 lines relate like other triple patterns or other spiritual trinities, such as land, sea, sky, body, mind, spirit, or love, wisdom, and truth. The strength and grace of reinvention and the immense power of transformation. Often people say, "You've changed," as an insult, as thought it's a bad thing, but it's actually a wonderful compliment. It shows that you have learned more about yourself and the world, faced trials with courage, and emerged from them stronger and wiser. You may have sought out hidden truths, listened to new perspectives, and been gifted in turn with new wisdom and understanding, with the heart and wings of a butterfly ready to soar. When this card comes to you, it's a message that you're in a time of change. An opportunity is being offered to you. If you want it and have the courage to accept it, embrace this change. Open the door when you hear a knock and walk through it. You know that realm of possibility, that doorway will lead to, and just how deeply it will transform you and your life for the better. Don't turn it down out of fear or allow caution to hold you back. Find your voice, speak your truth, challenge yourself and others, educate yourself. Be all the wonderful things you know you can be and take advantage of all that is presented. Dive in so you can break out of your comfort zone and exceed the limits you've placed on yourself. Connect with your own heart and your inner wisdom and allow yourself to be seen, to be heard, to be you. Discard what no longer fits and what is no longer true for you. It may not be easy, but it will be worth it. Change can be hard. There may be growing pains, and sometimes you won't see the gift in a difficult experience until later. Some people may feel threatened too or left behind. They might take your efforts to change as a personal rebuke, a criticism of life choices, and a reflection of their own failings. But that is not your problem. You are only responsible for yourself and your own growth, and become an even happier, better version of you is not anyone else, nor would a true friend want you to limit you to keep you small. So be brave. You may find yourself journeying into the dark woods, but have faith that what you learn with within them will change you deeply and transform you and your life for the better. Don't be afraid of going deeper, of expanding and learning and growing and emerging changed from the experience. You'll gain skills, substance, and power magic and sense of self. The beauty of transformation is that it is ongoing. It never ends. You may be several different people before you become the one that you truly want to be. But every one of those selves along the way is an important part of you and you evolving consciousness and should be honored and celebrated. Embrace change, step with confidence onto this new path and walk it your way. And when someone tells you that you've changed, smile with gratitude and thank them for the compliment. I like that. We got a lot of gold going on. I think that's a good thing. I'm feeling very good about that. We still need to manifest the weather because right now it was supposed to rain today. We had 99% rain, and so far, so good. It's not raining. We need to keep manifesting this bad weather gone with love, gone with love. We're releasing the weather with love. Okay, now we got some really good cards with this. We got the bluebird on her shoulder. Heed the messengers. Messengers, we need to listen to the messengers. It is easy to ignore the messengers and the signs they show you, especially when they bring a message you do not wish to hear. But now is not the time to ignore the messengers. Do not let your fear of change or discomfort silence their voices. It is time for you to stop procrastinating, to see and to hear the truth, and do what is necessary. Heed the messengers, for the wisdom they offer is born of your own intuition and need. Yeah, when somebody appears in your world and starts saying stuff, it was something you needed at the time. We got, this is interesting. We have not got this card yet. This card flew out, and I told the story about the ladybug I rescued the other day, and that ladybugs remind me of my great grandmother, Quigley. And today we got a ladybug on a leaf, and it says surrender to the flow. Through choice and action, you can steer the course of your life, but sometimes a need to control every outcome can have you caught up in a whirlpool instead of moving forward. You may move in the direction of your choosing, but it may not be the direction in which you need to journey. Loosen your grip, surrender yourself to the flow, and trust that you will find yourself exactly where you need to be. Yeah, we're all in the place where we're exactly where we need to be. Unfortunately, we might not think about it, but we have. I didn't notice this card either when we got it. Change is unavoidable. And what's interesting about this card is it's almost like the card we got the other day with the four corners on it, but it's different. We have a black egg with light coming out of it. We've had 4 eggs now, and we probably had more that we didn't notice. 3 golden and 1 black with light coming out. We've got the butterfly, which is out of the cocoon, which means change. We have the tree man thinking with his hand like, And we have, looks like the lion, another lion, which is strength. And we got the strength card. And we've had lions like a couple days in a row in cards. We got the snake shedding its old skin and the skeleton back here, and the butterfly with the moon above it. So, we also have the dragonfly right here going near the light. You know, dragonflies are the oldest insect in the world, and they're very, very intelligent. Change is unavoidable. Change, especially second of every day, you undergo change. Every second of every day, you undergo change. Your perception is altered by what you see, feel, and experience from one moment to the next. Your body ages and moves closer to death with every breath. Autumn will always come to end the bounty of summer, and the new hope of spring will always follow the winter. Change is all around you. Do not let your fear bind you to the past and prevent you from enjoying your present and future. Stop fighting. You cannot resist the inevitable, so choose instead to embrace it with acceptance and peace. Yeah, we need to quit fighting. We need to rethink why we're fighting, and some of the fighting is just ridiculous. Families are fighting, it seems like, just because they want to fight. I don't know. I don't get it. I just don't. I'm going to read the angels and ancestors. We got 2 cards in this one. And what's interesting about this card is we got the protection guardian, drop your shields. I don't know what that is in her hand, but it looks like a portal. It looks like something in her hand is like a portal. I don't know what that is. Drop any shields of shame, resistance, and fear that are standing between you and your chances of enjoyment and fun. Know that you don't need to hide who you are or the gifts that you have. You were born to shine. What did I just say? It's our time to shine. It's time to wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Over here. Yeah, we need to remember. We need to do this. We need to work on ourselves. Not everybody around us. Don't start telling everybody else what you've learned unless you're walking the path. If you're walking the path, they will see it and they'll say, wow, you've really changed. What's going on with you? And then, tell them. But don't go say, hey, well, you need to do this and you need to do this and you really need to do. No, they'll do it when their time is ready. We all need to do this when their time. If you want to say, hey, you should, hey, you should think about this. We need you back, something like that. We need you. That's okay, but we need to work on ourselves. The high priestess, intend and create. Yeah, we need to create. Recognize that you have the power to change your life. Face your fear and align with the light. In many traditions, the high priest is the physical embodiment of the divine masculine. He acts as a bridge between worlds and is able not only to divine the future, but to help create it too. Inspired by the ancient Egyptians, this priest is the divine consort to the high priestess. He is depicted with a hawk, which is sacred to the Egyptian teacher Horus, and holding a wand of Anubis, the Egyptian guide to the underworld. The high priest is always spiritually connected and disciplined, with great respect for his creator and his particular practice. In a reading, this card can represent a spiritual figure, leader, or teacher in your life, or an aspect of your path that has led you to where you are today. You are a bridge between heaven and earth, and it's important for you to know that you are more powerful and connected than you may think. Everything you are giving attention to and energy to at this time is creating your way forward. There have been some setbacks, but accept these as experiences that have led you to a deeper understanding of yourself and your spirit. Know that you are being guided by the ancestors to direct your thoughts and energies towards what you want to grow, heal, and expand, and then watch it happen right before your eyes. Ooh, I like that card. Okay, that was all the angels and ancestors. Let's see what we got now. We got Soul Helper Oracle, and this is an amazing card. This is a number 4, and it's awaken all your senses, slow down, and become aware of them. Look at her. She's got the light coming out of that flower, and she's smelling the flower, and she's taking in the senses of her smell right now. Slow down and take a more mindful approach to life, or you might miss all the beautiful things along the way. Be aware of everything around you and give full rein to your senses once more. Smell the flowers, savor the nectar, see the colors, listen to the sounds, and hear all the wonderful songs that tell of love and eternal being. Let your inner sense awaken your clairvoyance and clandestine and your extraordinary extrasensory perception. Your soul is calling for it, and the time is right. Open your third eye. Now is the time to begin to see, to perceive and recognize, and to begin intensive training of all your senses through exercise and meditation. Everything you see with your physical eyes is imbued with a spirit that is ready to touch, support, and guide you. It is in every crystal, every flower, every friend. Feel your heart attuned to your third eye and allow them to guide you towards paths that are filled with light. This card indicates that the time is now favorable in its renaissance for opening your third eye. So take all the recommended helpers with you into the magical time as described in the first section of this book. The number and crystals are especially important. Your helpers for the next 21 days, the power animal is the eagle, the herbal essence is the rose, and the healing crystal is the diamond, and the number is 4. Now, we've been getting eagles on everything. We got eagles on these cards. We've had eagles. That is freedom. The rose is beautiful, and that's what she's smelling. The number 4. Let's see what 4 says. Number 4 reveals that you need solid structure now more than ever. To feel secure, you need an ordered space. This number brings a sudden burst of energy. Use it to get your life in order. It brings good humor and cheerfulness. Things will be less complicated and life will become easier. Start to be aware of yourself and your body more keenly and take care of your physical needs. Number 4's energy field is the mastery of matter in order to be able to create paradise, wholeness, divine order, and manifestation. That was a really good card. I think we do need to get our senses under control because we really don't think about our senses, our sense of smell, taste, vision, hearing. Okay, we've got Gateway of Light activation. We got 1 card, and we got Memories of Atlantis, spiritual acceleration, progress, and technology. Legend has it that the Atlantis was an advanced civilization that existed thousands of years ago in the center of Atlantic Ocean. Its people were highly evolved and had many spiritual gifts. They were telepathic, extremely psychic, and known for their ability to combine the laws of science and spirituality to develop technology and create heaven on earth. But somewhere along the way, many of them stopped respecting their gifts and spiritual connections. Their disrespect for the earth and ocean caused a great cataclysmic that brought their civilization to an end. The Atlanteans, who had continued to live with spiritual integrity, had an awareness of what was to come and were able to achieve full ascension and move beyond the physical realm to that of light. They are now a congregation of evolved souls who, like angels and masters, work with those upon planet Earth who are following the ascension path in alignment with devotion and love. If this card comes to you for you and has a strong energy or seems familiar, it's good chance that you are a former Atlantean who didn't honor your spiritual connection then and are being given an opportunity to avoid making the same mistake now. You are being transported through a gateway to connect with ancient Atlantis. Know that by drawing this card today, you are receiving blessings from the Atlantean Council of Light, who are dedicated to the evolution of the soul. You are becoming aware of your gifts, and this is an exciting time, but also a time when the energies of your ego can become loud and obnoxious. Know that this gateway is appearing to remind you to stay aligned with the highest good and rooted in the energies of devotion. Then there can be a great coming together of human and spiritual, and you can live in a more evolved way. I love that card. That is a great card. We got two. The last ones we got was the Divine Master Oracle, and we have two cards that come out. We have Sanat Kamara, Open Channel, Signs, Codes, Downloads, and Sacred Information. Sanata Kumara, which means eternal youth, is an advanced cosmic light being who is dedicated to helping the earth rise up towards the light. He is deeply passionate about supporting those on earth who feel called to fulfill their life's purpose and make a difference. This brilliant guardian of light has been acknowledged in many different traditions and even has a temple dedicated to him in Kyoto, Japan. Legend has it that he came from Venus 6.5 million years ago and is eternally 16 years old due to the atmospheric difference between the two planets. In the Ascending Master teachings, Teacher Kimura is the regent of Earth and of humanity, the head of the spiritual hierarchy that governs spiritual guides and supports the Earth's evolution. Much of the information about him states that he resides upon the etheric plane in Shambhala, the city of light hidden in the Himalayas. Sanat Kumara is also the head of the Venetians and the twin flame of Lady Venus. Your message, hearing high-pitched noises, seeing flickers of light, and having the sense that beings are visiting you in sleep or meditation are all signs that you are receiving downloads from heaven. Right now, you are an open channel. What did I say? We're all open channels for source. To source codes and information that can help you understand your life can be more aligned to the energy of purpose and meaning. If you are feeling highly psychic or intuitive, or are feeling a particular message rising up from within, this card is here to help you trust in what you are receiving and encouraging you to follow through on the guidance. Whether you are experiencing more signs, downloads, or spiritual experiences than usual, or it's an entirely new experience for you, it's important to take some time to contemplation and meditation now. Signs are wondrous moments, and it's also important to reflect on them, for they can have crucial life-affirming information that will support you on your path. Know that you are being guided and were born to be a light. That is beautiful. We got one more card, and this is an interesting card. Paul the Venetian, gifted one, revealing hidden talents, opportunities to shine. There's another one. Paul the Venetian is one of the original masters uh, from the Ascending Master teachings and a guardian of the rose pink ray of the heart. They just talked about the pink rose in that other card. It is said that he is the ascendant form of Paolo Veronese, a famous artist of the Italian Renaissance. He had links with Venice, and when he was ready to pass, in 1588 had the opportunity to ascend to help humanity as a spiritual guide. As he was a highly talented painter during his earthly incarnation, he is now dedicated to helping those with creative talents tie them into their spiritual practice and live a spiritual life. If you call on him, he can help you use your creativity as a way of connecting to your higher power. When he comes to you, he brings the energy of grace to help you reveal the deeper parts of yourself to the world. There is a chance that for a long time you have felt misunderstood or like an outsider, probably because somewhere along the way you were discouraged from shining. There's that shining again. We're supposed to shine. This is our time. We've had three cards, I think, with it's our time to shine, basically, because someone else projected their fears onto you, but hidden deep within, you have gifts that can help heal the world. And not only that, can you help heal you? When this card comes to you, it's time to drop the shields that have protected your heart, because you aren't going to be hurt anymore. You are being given an opportunity to shine. Know that the inspiration that's streaming through you is divinely guided energy that can help you be the most authentic and aligned version of yourself. So reveal your talents. Let others see your abilities. Gifts aren't gifts unless they are shared. Share your gifts and serve, knowing you are being served in return. Ooh, I love these cards today. These cards were really good. We have so many messages coming through now. I we just have to do more meditation. We have to go within more. We have to manifest this bad weather gone. We have to start manifesting uh, all of the bad gone. We can do this if we shine the light bright enough. Help brothers and sisters, be the safe harbor in the storm for people. Not everybody knows what's going on. Be patient, be nice, don't be judgy. That was a great reading for Freedom Friday. I feel freer already. Well, everybody, that's my cue. I've got to get going and do some things. I want everybody to know I love you all very much, and make every step in your journey be magical. And you know what? Just be you.